Thanks, Sarah. Hi, everybody. If you don't know me, I'm Christian Heissenberger. I'm the SDV Technical Program Manager in the SDV community. So if you have any technical question, you can come to me. Hopefully I can answer it. Otherwise, maybe I can just forward you to the right guys, because here are very, very much intelligent people working since forever with me. So yeah, I'm very happy to announce a new project. I'm waiting for that project about 4 years now. Daniel, when we discussed about it the first time, I think it beginning, so forever. And luckily I can announce that, and of course it's not myself that is the complete workload done for. Also Pete Lefasseur, hopefully he's online, had done a lot of things, and also the TAC, so the Technical Advisory Committee. So, and the title of this new project is Eclipse SDV Landscape. Sounds like familiar, maybe for some of you people. Yeah, I'm old school. I'm using a mouse to push it forward. So, what I want to tackle today, why we need that, visibility. And also, what is another successful story inside open source? I think everybody knows CNCF. So, yeah. And then, how it's working, and also what is inside the proposal. Maybe you already have seen it, and I want to talk with you about, and also discuss with you about, the future evolution of that, because it's just the starting point. And then I have a call for actions and a little teaser for tomorrow. Maybe you have seen it already. Good. Why is visibility so important for us? I have a question for you here in the audience. Who has contacted already, since you are in open source, more than 4 projects in the SDV landscape? Okay, I lower that. 3? 2? You have 1? You're all committers, or you have at least 1. So this, I think it's about visibility. Because to know which project is for what is very hard. We have the SDV blueprints, we have a lot of overviews, yes, but it's always very hard to get an easy overview. This is why we want to have a landscape. Why I want to have a landscape by heart. And what does it show? Normally it's for transparency, for structured transparency as well. That you see in which technology is for what, and to easy find it. And also I got some feedback, so also the logo would be there, so you are also promoted. And for our community growth, you also can see how we establish more and more and more. And the most thing is complexity. We get complexity. We have so many projects up now. Now with this project, I think we get up to 40 projects. What are there? It's complex now. So we need to be more structured to get our innovation cycles faster. And yes, this is the successful story what I want to talk about, CNCF. I just want to do it like that because who is not knowing CNCF landscape here? Don't be shy. Can happen. Small joke. Yeah, okay. It's CI/CD driven. Maybe you didn't know that, but you can configure it, and then you directly get, with a release Docker container, a complete dynamic website. So it's cool. Why should we invent it new? So I came up with the idea, hey, we do it as a similar thing for the SDV working group. Good, what we have done already. You see a small teaser on the right. I will show it live. So I will switch there and forth, and hopefully the Wi-Fi is not offline again. Yes, this is a thing. So first point is we already started the project. So today we got a project. Unluckily, we didn't get a GitHub repository yet, so because there's some paperwork missing. So hopefully in the next days you will see it online as an own organization, as an open source project. And this is for me a personal milestone because we can interact on that. And I need your help. The second point is we are helping our community to navigate inside our available projects. This is why I asked you first, Who has contacted already 4 of the other projects? Nobody, because maybe you don't know them or you don't see them. And the second part we can handle. Then I want to give every project an increased visibility, because in our blueprints you will see them, but maybe you have a cool idea to contact them. And there is one focus for this project, what I maybe missed out, it's for documenting how diverse is our SDV working group, how many solutions and how many components we have already, because sometimes I'm also losing the overview for that. And if you're curious, you can directly scan the code. It's already online. If you have maybe seen it, and please check it, what is there. It's not the official projects page, because the official projects page is in our process. And process are holy, so this is an overview, a second view for the same things what we already have. And it's generated by data. So I didn't copy paste anything. There was no manual work in the first place to gather all the information. It's a cute Python script, but I will show it to you. So who has starting that? Who knows the technical advisory committee here in the round? Yeah, of course. These are the guys who are helping us to take up advisories for technical decisions. It's very important, and nearly everybody of you has a representative of them there. So maybe you go on that link and see who's that. It's our new web page, so I would advise you to go there and see who's there. And maybe you know your representative, not already. And we also have a second thing what we want to do with that. It's an architectural vision of the working group. We want to foster where we want to head for. This is I'm working on task, and here is the screenshot of the landscape I just took before some minutes because it was just online while we here are meeting each other. And there's a picture of Daniel. Where is Daniel? Daniel is now gone. Okay, good. Then he has no online picture. And Pete. We are driving that currently because not everybody can do the lead job, but as committers, everybody of the task is there. So how does it work? Yes, this is a generated picture, I know. So don't mind about that. I was lazy. It's an interactive website. So you can go there, you can click it, you have all the features what you are used to on the CNCF landscape. But the projects are passed automatically. This is different to CNCF. CNCF is managing it by pull requests directly in the repo. I don't like that because we have a full-blown project PMI page. Okay, next question to the audience. Who knows where to access the PMI page and edit information? Kai? Yeah, great. Okay, Ansgar. The Pulpuri guys also uploaded their logo. Yes, I have seen that. Thanks for that. Yeah, and every information what is there, also the repositories and all the things we are gathering in an automated script, building all the logos together, pushing it to an interactive website, and then start the CNCF build. So you don't have to care. If you are already as a project, you will be automatically on the landscape. But there is a small but. It's coming on the next slide. It's built on the tooling. It's an enhanced workflow. But there's a small but because the categorization, you have to help me there. Because the categorization is currently nowhere listed down. I have written it in a small YAML file I will show you later to have a static configuration that we can build it now, not later. Because also with everything what we are producing and what we are using, code first means do it and then optimize it is a good state forward. The current landscape is showing a diverse set of projects, so everybody should be there. If there is something wrong, project is up for issues. So you can also directly contact me or Pete Lefasseur or directly get on GitHub, hopefully next week, to put on an issue if there is something wrong. And the categorization I meant already. it's written in a YAML file. So we can also directly update that with a pull request currently. So, but I want to have it as a workflow completely. So I need your help that you are updating your data. Okay, I will show that later. So good. Now we go live. So here you can get on the GitHub repo. It's my private one. Sorry for that. I have no other link until now. And the website. The website, if you now see the website of the SDV group, it would be great because it's listed down in the integration projects. We have a separate second page. What is the project page? What is the official project page? Until this is really live. Good. Now let me check. Yes. So I will now go for my out of the presentation. So good. Here, this is the link, what I've shown. So you can directly see it down below. If you're scrolling down, you see the famous project above. And then you will see here this embedded website. To see it a little bit bigger, you can also open it up completely. Let me check this one. So just that it's a little bit more better to see online. Sounds familiar, or? CNCF? Easy. So should I stop explaining? Maybe some features. So you can either go, for example, on the OpenDOT project, click on it, and you see directly the first description of it. You see the repositories. By the way, there's still an open issue that I have to collect all the repositories, as it's a project. You will see also the links here, left and right, directly heading forward to the project page. Okay, at the moment. You also see the state of the project. So incubating, for example. You can also filter for that. You can also see the tags. So you can also directly dig deep. Where is it here? For example, if you want to search for something like open. Oh yes, there it is. It's already opening. So open. So there's also a search directly out of the box. You can directly get to everything what has open in its description or somewhere else inside. You can also search for direct names and all the other things what you're used to. You can also zoom in, that you have a zoom of those here, for example, or the others, and get every project. And this is a small thing here below. If it's not mapped in the categories, it will be there. And you can also filter for maturity, for example, the filters here. So if you have any ideas, please come to me or directly open up an issue for that. Just filtering something like this, yay, great, then it's optimizing it to its size. So very fancy, I think so. This is enough for the demo because you can play around yourself. About the repo. Logos will be saved statically. So there is a workflow to save the logos directly. So if you update your logo, it should also directly reflect. Okay, it's very slow here, sorry. Here in this folders. And everything what is done is under tools. It's a small Python script to gather all the information from our official API. If you never heard about this Eclipse Projects API, this is very cool. I didn't know that before as well. But you can ask for every meta information for your projects directly on an API level. Could be helpful maybe in future. Yes, and there is also games. So in future, you can introduce games that we also get more familiar or get new people there to play games, to ask, for example, which project has, for example, the best orchestration ever. Okay, I should not answer that. And here's the data YAML. The data YAML is the thing what the CNCF is handling with pull requests. I will just show you that once. So do you want to really manually edit this file? Okay, this is obvious, or? Yes. And the only manual thing what we are currently managing is the categories. So this, I think it's much more smaller. But everything what is not inside there is not mapped. So in the current status, yes, this is the thing what I'm coming to the last point where I need your help. Because currently I don't have those categories written down somewhere. It's not just here. There's a plan for that. So, coming back to the presentation, hopefully this works. Great. Expanding the landscape. What do you think? What could be the next thing around? I have listed down something. First is project information. If you have any point what you want to see on the landscape, please interact, come with a pull request and say, hey, I want to have this and this information directly shown because I like it and I think it's very important. Then we discuss on the pull request about it. And there's a thing about integrating AGL. It's not listed in a project page, but it would be a lot of sense to integrate them in our ecosystem because where are we running? For example, on the demonstrator, I'm running on Ubuntu. Okay, but it's an automotive grade Linux. It would be great to have that here and also to teach our people and also around our community what is there and what can also be used and integrated around because we are not alone on that world. Yes, categorize new areas of the SDV technology. If you have any ideas what we should categorize newly, there was an idea from Daniel, for example, service mesh. We had this not in the PowerPoint presentation, what we're normally showing on all the members meetings. It's good, it's easy. We can directly, with one pull request, we can manage it and then it's published. It's great. And we can discuss directly on that data. And we can continuously improve visualization. A fun fact, I also found a bug in the CNCF landscape. Pushed it back, they corrected it directly. So if you have new ideas, also to maybe show the name of the projects down below the tile, the small tile, it would be a good idea. So, I need you all, everybody who is here as a project lead and project committer, because you need to update your project data. It's not a static thing, what we have there in the PMI page. And if you really don't know where the PMI page is, Slack to me, then I will send you a link. Because the categorization in a static mode, I don't like that. I want to have that out of the tags, that you tag it inside the PMI page, for example, tooling. I will show you that, how I think it's a good idea. Where is it? Here. Here it's development. Inside tooling DevOps. So we come up with one tag or two tags to come up that they are categorized directly here. I need your help for that because whatever you like to have, here process and frameworks, this is a unique identifier, but yeah, it can come up more. We're currently discussing that on GitHub issues directly on, where? Sorry, it's ones above. If you want to directly put in an issue, you can directly put it there. With Pete, I said we do all the issues here at his repo, so this is the main repo. So here, configuration of categories. If you have ideas, if you're struggling, please, I invite you all that we discuss on that issue here. Because I want to live open source, not only talk about it. Okay, back again. Yes. And I need feedback for the workflow. If it's handy enough, it's fast enough. Normally we don't update our project pages so often. But about releases, about repos, I think Eclipse SDV is currently growing over 60 repos currently. They need to be somewhere listed, I think so. So if you have any idea how this workflow can be optimized, let me know, or directly, as always, put in a pull request. And yes, currently I'm alone in working on that. Pete is also very limited in his workforce. So if you want to be there and be visible, I'm very happy to invite you there. As we are always over time, I'm the guy who's spending maybe you time, getting you some time back, but I want to do a teaser. You see it on the left side. We do a workshop tomorrow, so hopefully you will be there because we also have a raffle. there's the nice lady above that, above there, who is organizing the raffle. So tomorrow we will have a raffle that you can win this hardware. Not this hardware, the similar one. So not the board itself, but the small boards that you can build it yourself. And as it's open source, you can also run it yourself. And yeah, there is a lot of advertisement on that. You can read it much more faster than I. But on that board, there is more than 4 or 5 projects directly integrated. So it's more than you ever contacted. So I think it's very worth it to discuss about tomorrow what you want to see there more. Good. This is all. Oh, okay, yes. And we have, of course, blinking LEDs on that board, because without blinking LEDs, there is no demo. Yeah. I'm done for my presentation. Have you any questions to me?
Yes, Kai.
A presentation without a question from Kai.
I am not 100% sure if I understood correctly what I am supposed to do now. Do I need to just update information in the PMI, or do I need to create a pull request in order to associate our projects with particular categories? You're doing a pull request, or both? I don't know.
Okay, so first step, if there is something wrong, put up a pull request to correct it now. In the second stage, because I also need to update the workflow, I need a categorization inside the PMI page. Okay. You know the PMI page, yeah. So there are tags, so you can now also enter tags for your projects, like tooling. I think where is funny, he has done a lot of tags inside the Zeno project.
Okay.
And I will pick them out, what are the proper things for the categorization, also with the tag. So
can I provide whatever I want as tags, or is there a limited set of tags that can be used?
We should discuss it in the issue, what tags we want to use, all of you. But in the first state, if you have tags to enter in your project, because you say, okay, your protocol, this is a protocol or for communication, enter this tag. Maybe it's already the right one, but you need to update your PMI page. This is the point.
In particular, with what information? What information do you think is lacking in the projects currently?
In the first hand, I think this is what you want to have it as a category, because then I will filter it out of the community. So you enter the tags, what you think is a good tag to describe your...
So the only thing that you say that is currently missing is the tags. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So I cannot load them. I get all the tags.
Yeah, okay.
But I can, they are just some random things. Yeah.
Thank you. So there you are.
So regarding like categories and what to include, there was the Automotive collection presentation from Andy Rixinger during last SDV Community Day in Gifhorn. And I guess he brings a lot of different categories. It's more than you most likely want to consider. For example, like what are braking related projects or so. But he brings up basically everything he could find from the automotive space.
Yeah.
And it could have been also like applying whatever information he has to bring this into the CNCF landscape representation. So just as a remark.
Yeah. Thanks, Philip. This is I'm already in contact with Andy, because he wants to also get a repo there, because he wants to publish it also in that project as a separate repo. Because the plan is to expand it. It will be not in one repository. The landscape will be in one repository. The other things would be in separate repositories nearby. Also like an architectural page, where it's a page where we can see the different logos, for example, on something like that, like an EE architecture where you can place your logos. This is meant to be, for example, there. And the automotive collection is one thing what will move also in that project as a subrepo. Thanks for that.
And the second part of it would be like if you call it Eclipse SDV or Eclipse, like you need to see like if you call it Eclipse SDV or if you call it Automotive or if you call it without Eclipse, like if you go to an automotive landscape, you can say open source automotive landscape. This is something which you need to make up, because if you call it Eclipse SDV landscape,
Yeah.
then it limits the thing which you would put in, because not everything maybe. And then you get already the questions like, what do you do with Electrobit Corpus Linux or AutoSD, because they are integration parts for S-Core where we build on, which are parts from the SDV landscape, but not an Eclipse direct project. So you need to see like, how do you want to treat it, what should be, and this could be actually also in the identifier for a category to say, here's something which is Eclipse related project, and these are integrating project related projects and so on. So this gives you also like potential categories on top. Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks for the hint. This is great. Why we named it Eclipse SDV landscape? Because it's from that viewpoint to everything. This is the point. So you have to stand somewhere and then look around. Thanks, Philip.
Yeah. And also all projects that are under the foundation need to start with Eclipse, so it's not that we have a lot of choice. And one more recommendation, maybe the maturity badges could be something to add.
Yes, thanks, Sarah. The maturity badges, of course, yes, that we can show what is the maturity of it.
It's already an issue. Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
I already added that. This is why we want to track it really. So it's not some fake project where we want to do some visualization. It's a real project where everybody can work on, and we have also a roadmap for it.
So thank you, Christian, and
Thanks.
tomorrow the demo.